So now that you've got your voiceover and you've started adding the visuals to it, you're lining up your voiceover, you're lining up your shots. One key thing to start looking at this point is the kind of music that you're going to use. So I usually check for my vlogs, I go on to YouTube. There's the YouTube audio library which has royalty free tracks. But the thing here with audio library is if you're purchasing it for free, you'll have to credit the authors or the musician. So there'll be attribution. They call it the attribution, where you just have to, from the link description, you'll have to pick out, copy paste their music courtesy, that sort of info. So this is a song I like, Next Route Summer. So one of the things I'm looking at. So at this point also, I won't just look for one song. I'll make a list of all the kind of songs I've sort of looked at and liked. Just the ad playing. So I'll take time to now, while I'm editing, keep looking for music. So I'll spend a lot of time doing that. A good 2-3 hours. If you're lucky, you'll just get it instantly. If you're not, you'll have to search a lot. There are a lot of resources for audio. You can look at YouTube's audio library. That's a good resource. You can also look at some sites like bensound.com. Bensound provides a lot of free audio and good audio, so you can look at that. So over here, if you see, I'm going ahead with my shortlisting of visuals. What I'll do is, while doing this exercise, when I'm actually shortlisting the OK takes, I'll keep listening to the songs in the background. So that way, if I feel that something is actually going with the visuals, I'll just immediately copy that song link. So over here, so at times I'll be seeing this, I'll be picking out shots, OK takes. This is one of the takes that actually I kept in the final film. So I'll be picking out OK takes and I'll be listening to the music in the background. So there are two things you can do side by side. So see, I like that song I was listening to. It sort of felt like it's going well with the song. So I just copy that link, and in my notes or a notepad or somewhere, I'll just write down that okay, this part of my story, I think this link works. So over here, I'll sort of mentally make a note that is it a soft track, is it a hard hitting track, is it a high energy track. So over here, this song I was listening to felt good for a nostalgic sort of a tone. So I just made a heading saying soft music, nostalgic, in the moment, etc. So I'll just copy paste it. So later on, I can see all the tracks I've shortlisted and pick out the one that works best. So this process continues. So over here again, I'm just listening to the music. I'm picking out the shots over here. Like we were doing earlier, I'm scanning and adding the OK takes. So this is one more song I was listening to. So I liked this song, Rainy Paradise, again from Music Library. So this had an exploration, adventure sort of a feel to it. So I'll just make one heading saying adventure, because what I can do also later on is I can mix and match these tracks. So suppose one track, one music I like, etc. portion, another music I like, etc. portion, I'll just join these in. So see, again, one more song that I like. So this is again, while shortlisting my footage, I sort of pick out one more link. I call this the killer beat, because this seemed like the action. So the one where the action picks up, I thought this had some good elements and the music was good. So this could be used for that segment where the story picks up and that transition happens. So I just note this down. So just like I selected my OK takes for the visuals, what I'll do here is I'll select the audio. So I have recorded the audio on a separate mobile phone, and I sort of transferred it onto my laptop. So since the film I'm editing is based on my voice, I'll just need to have this voiceover file to be able to record on. So the first thing I actually drag onto my timeline. Timeline is basically the place, if you notice this rectangular thing at the bottom. The timeline is where I'll be editing my whole film. So on top, the two boxes we see on your left, that's actually your audio, your clips, all of that you have. On the right hand side, the black bit, the black is the screen where you're actually seeing your visuals as it's playing. And at the bottom is the timeline. So you can see this rectangular thing. It's got 00.00/0424. So this is where I'm actually going to edit my whole film. So now that I've placed my audio track here, what I'll do is I'll trim it down, and we'll do that as we go along. We'll do all things in parallel. So the process we discussed till now is something I will follow to put my whole film together from start to end. I'll select the audio, I'll select my voice that I think works best. I will select part of the voiceover. I will pull down the shot from my list of OK takes that I want on that particular line, and I'll keep checking if the music is going. And while I'll edit the visual and my audio with the voice, I'll still keep checking on audio tracks. For all you know, there may be a better track, something that sounds much more better and nicer, which I might just find. So all these things is something I'll do in parallel.